And good evening, everybody, and welcome to tonight's St. John Sea Dogs game between the Sea Dogs and the Sherbrooke Phoenix. We are live at Harbour Station on the concourse level behind Section F. Come on by and check us out here. My name is Tim Roszell. This is the Tim Roszell Show. My guest tonight is the newest member of the St. John Sea Dogs administration family, Mike Cotton. Mike is the manager of marketing and business analytics. Mike, welcome to the organization. Welcome to St. John. How are you?
Thanks, Tim. It's been a great first couple weeks so far, and really have no complaints. It's been an incredible, journey to the Maritimes, and everyone's been really great welcoming the organization thus far.
You picked a great time to come here because, of course, we've done nothing but shovel snow, really, since you arrived.
Yeah, I feel like I don't need that gym membership that you guys promised me. The way it's going so far, 160 centimeters in 10 days. I don't think I've ever seen anything like it.
Well, Mike, manager of marketing and business analytics. That's quite the handle. Give us a Cole's Notes version of exactly what that means to you.
Absolutely. So it's going to predominantly consist of two components. On one side, with the business analytics, we're going to be hammering through a bunch of data in the summer. It doesn't sound glamorous, but what I'm essentially trying to do is make sure that we're providing value to our fans, that they're getting the bang for the buck that they deserve coming out to the games. So we'll look at things like different promotions and packages and pricing that we can do next year maybe, just to essentially give our fans the best experience possible. That's the boring side. The fun side is the marketing, and a lot of that, of course, we'll be doing together with the social media. We have a lot of loyal followers already on Facebook, almost 8,000. In addition to Facebook, of course, with that Twitter handle that you run so well. And we're going to be looking to amalgamate those with an Instagram account that will be coming in the next couple weeks. So we'll ask our fans to look out for that, and we'll have some great photos and videos coming your way. And then in the medium term, we'll probably be looking to add Tumblr and Pinterest, and all 5 of those socials will be linked up. And you and myself and a lot of other individuals in the administration will be bringing videos and behind-the-scenes sort of looks, hopefully starting next season for our fan base.
Well, yeah, and you mentioned a lot of different handles for different types of social media, and really the term social media has come into the norm over the last probably 5 to 10 years, really around surrounding the life of the organization here as the Sea Dogs are in their 10th season. So social media, as a definition, what does that mean to you?
Social media to me is really just a really easy new way, at least in the last 10 years, to connect with our fans, and just to make it more far-reaching. You know, back in the old day, in terms of advertising, we've evolved from, as you know, radio to television, and that's coming back from sort of a print advertising marketing base. Now, we're able to reach our entire fan base with a click of a button, and we can do it on various platforms. As I mentioned already, as you know, on Twitter and Facebook, but with Instagram, we're plugging into another 100 million, people on that platform, probably about 50,000 of which are here in St. John in the local community. So it just really makes it easier for us to, in my opinion, reach our fans and provide them with the best content and experience possible in following the team.
And that content on the various platforms can include things like interviews with players, interviews
Absolutely.
with coaches, behind-the-scenes access to things like dressing rooms or things like that, and also the standard print content that you would see on an average ordinary website or things like that.
Absolutely. As you said, in terms of going back to the more traditional forms, like we have our newsletter that you prepare and things like that, and then we also have great interviews with players, coaches, videos. For Tumblr later in the summer, we're going to be looking to do GIFs for our fans so they can see highlight reel goals coming from our Sea Dog players. Maybe we'll have some top 10 Sea Dog goals to kind of highlights, and then in addition to that, we can really start plugging out new content to bring fans closer to the game, closer to their favorite players, and that's what you were just referencing with respect to behind the scenes, whether it's dressing room or the guys playing soccer before the game, or road trip preparation when you guys are out in Quebec on the road or here in the Maritimes.
This is the Tim Roszell Show. My name is Tim Roszell. We're joined tonight by Mike Cotton, the new manager of marketing and business analytics with the St. John Sea Dogs. And Mike, it's an exciting time to join the organization. They've just reached the 10-year mark, and we're going to be joining it. You've joined it here already for the latter portion of year 10, but you're going to be with us through year 11 as well. And it almost seems like, from a business analytics standpoint, it seems like the 10-year mark is the right time to re-examine examine things and get a good look at what the organization has done over the years and how it can improve the experience not only for fans but for people that are maybe taking a look and considering coming to games more and more.
Yeah, absolutely. You just referenced this really has become the age of analytics. We've seen it over the past really 2 years with NHL organizations starting their own hockey analytics groups, and that extends to the business side as well, where we have lots of really great data that we can look at. It's not necessarily the most sexy topic, but at the same time, as you said, we've done such a great job, you guys I should say have done such a great job over the past 10 years of delivering this product to the fans, and now if we can take it to the next level by digging a little deeper, seeing if there's something maybe we can do, as I mentioned earlier, with respect to promotions or group tickets or pricing for different people, different age groups, demographics, to try and get people in here and lure new fans here to Harbor Station, then really all the better, and that's the ultimate goal.
Give us a quick overview, Mike, of how you got here.
Sure. Grew up in Kingston, Ontario, a small city between Montreal and Toronto. Background in economics. I did my undergrad at Queen's University and my master's in economics at McMaster. Worked as an economist for the federal government for 3 years. After that, I decided to sort of transition into a different career path, and that's when I went over to Manhattan and did my master's of sports business at New York University. While I was there, I had a stint with the New York Mets, working in media and productions, sort of trying to learn the ropes actually of what you do every day, little by little as an intern. After that, I had a brief 1-year stint at Major League Soccer doing corporate sponsorships, and then 2013-14 NHL season I was with the New York Rangers. I was predominantly doing sort of hockey analytics stuff, and then when the Los Angeles Kings eliminated us from the Stanley Cup in June, pretty decisively in Game 5, I moved back to Toronto and sort of just started to do hockey analytic pieces on an ad hoc basis for NHL organizations. And that took me to December, and then I'm sitting with you now.
So working from an analytics standpoint with a sports organization or with a sport in general is nothing really new to you there?
No. I was fortunate to get in at a time when it was just starting to blow up, 3-4 years ago, and I was lucky to be surrounded by a lot of people that really helped me learn about the industry at a time when it was growing very quickly, and much in the same way that I'm lucky to get in with St. John Sea Dogs at a time when the team's young and improving and only going up over the next couple of years. Same idea, and and it's really an area, as I said, in addition to hockey operations, where you can look at the business side, and there's a lot that you can do to really improve your organization on both ends in terms of hockey operations on the ice and the business side with respect to revenue and the product you're delivering here.
So Mike Cotton, manager of marketing and business analytics, just as we wrap up here on the Tim Roszell Show, I want you to give us a brief look into the future. You referenced a lot of things off the top that Sea Dog fans can keep an eye out for. Recap with us some of the things in the near future and into next season maybe that fans can look forward to, from a marketing point of view and just from the different things that you do.
Sure. So as I mentioned, we have a great Facebook and Twitter account, which is sort of the base of our social media. In the coming weeks, we'll be coming in Instagram and look for us to populate that platform with a ton of awesome content, whether it's videos, interviews that you're doing with the players, behind the scenes with players, and eventually in the summer we'll be transitioning that into a Tumblr account, lots of highlights, goal highlights, great saves, just as predominantly GIFs. That will also be linked in with the Pinterest account, and then from there we're going to be looking to hit the ground running next season with a ton of great new content, whether it's new videos and goal highlights and things that we can bring to enhance the experience of our fans.
Well, Mike, thank you so much for joining us here on the Tim Roszell Show. Welcome to the organization. Have a great time, and we look forward to working with you here over the next several months.
Thanks, Tim.
That's Mike Cotton, the manager of marketing and business analytics with the St. John Sea Dogs. You've been watching the Tim Roszell Show. The Tim Roszell Show is brought to you by Lounsbury Furniture.